There's so many pictures of all these big, giant stars walking this hall. It's an iconic room, and there's not a lot of these left in Las Vegas. So to get to play here is pretty epic.
Check, check. 1, 2.
Hello everybody, I'm Frankie Moreno and this is Family Business. I'm here with my brother Tony.
Hey Frankie.
My boy Giovanni.
Come on guys, what's up?
And today we are talking Elvis Presley. It's Elvis week, we're talking Elvis Presley, the Westgate. We're doing a show here tonight, so we are coming to you from the Elvis Presley dressing room. We are in Elvis Presley's dressing room. Well, tonight it's our dressing room, but this is where Elvis Presley spent a lot of time.
Frank, I could feel the presence.
You can feel it, right?
Elvis Presley in this room.
I actually can see his shadow in the bathroom over there.
We're going to give you a little tour and all that in a second too. And this is the walls where before every concert, all those concerts you saw of Elvis doing Polk Salad Annie on the stage. On
Frankie, we're sitting in holy ground, and
Yeah.
you get to do this show here.
You know those videos where he's sitting there talking about how nervous he is and like, oh, you know, I'm not going to forget the words, so just can't help believing I'm going to forget the words, words. It's sitting right here.
Are you nervous for this podcast?
No, not so much. Not so much.
I'm pretty nervous.
Especially if we get some wine going. Let's get some wine going.
Yeah? Should we do it?
Yeah, let's get some wine going.
Let's do it.
kick it
I know
up.
that's not traditional to the Elvis
You know,
stuff.
Elvis didn't really drink.
No, he
wasn't a
didn't.
drinker.
Well, we don't know for sure, but they say that, you know. It's so much folklore now. It's folklore
Elvis doesn't
now.
drink, but you know who does?
Ooh.
We do.
Yeah, so remember, we're looking for beverage sponsorships. So if you want us to drink your beverage on this podcast, imagine yourself here. Okay, and today we actually have a twist top. So do you guys have an opinion? Do you think the wine is not as good because it's a twist?
I think it might even taste better when you twist it off.
Giovanni likes it out of the box.
Oh, box wine? What about bagged wine, huh?
A bag of wine.
Have you had that?
A canteen filled with wine.
I think there was a stigma for a while that you wanted the cork that made it better, but
Right.
there's no evidence to support
Here's yours,
that.
son.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, we're doing a show here tonight, and we'll give you a little walk around of the stage. And this is the original flooring from Elvis's stage, right here. They put this little thing here so people could stand here before you go on. But this is the actual
So that's
original.
the difference between the wood, old and new, right?
Yeah, this right here is what he stood on, which is pretty badass. And you can see, like, a lot of people see the stage, and the stage is very, it's intense. What goes on behind the stage, the rigging, here, let's go up on the stage here. So we're on stage right now, they call it. So if I'm looking at the audience, this is to my right. And I'll run off the stage sometimes. This is one of these little quick change areas. There's a little thing to check your hair. Little quick change area. This is where the girls and the dressers will come and get changed and then sit whatever. If I have a minute to breathe while Giovanni's doing a solo, I'll come and sit for a second and have a drink of water, change jacket. And here it is. So just in a few hours, this thing is going to be completely full. We sold it out, every single seat, not an empty seat, even on the stage. We got the stage seating here. It's pretty crazy. I don't know if you can even see that on the camera, but it's pretty crazy. They set up over there the Frankie's bar. Can you see that? Right here. This is where I stand to do the show. This is where Barry stands. This is where Tina Turner stood, where Wayne Newton stood, where Liberace stood, and where I stand. It's pretty cool. Of course, where Elvis stand. Used to be booths. Now it's all seating. If you're tuned into this, you are probably an Elvis fan and hopefully a fan of ours too. But yeah, we're at the Westgate. The Westgate used to be called. Does anybody know what it used to be called?
What was the International, and then the Hilton, and then
First
the
it was the
Westgate?
International, and then it was a Hilton,
Right.
and then it was the LVH.
That's right.
Oh, what does that mean?
That's right.
Like it was like a Las
Las
Vegas,
Vegas
Hilton,
Hilton?
kinda. And then yeah, it's become the Westgate, and this is proud to say that we've done several shows here, and for 2027, we are continuing a residency right here in the International Theater.
So we can cheers to that.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers to that, boys.
Hell yeah.
Pretty cool.
You know, we usually do a wine review on this show, but instead of a traditional wine review, can you maybe elaborate on why this wine reminds you of Elvis?
It's a little bitter, which makes you do the Elvis lip.
Yeah, you did it because the Elvis lip.
Oh, that's dumb. I can't do it. I can't do it.
I think we could kick off this whole show with, we probably could do a dozen episodes on
Yes,
Elvis.
we could. And you know what I think we should do? I think we should get right into the sit down. So here we are, guys. We're talking Elvis. We're in Elvis's dressing room.
Amazing.
I got a list of the people who played here. Let me read this list to you. Tina Turner, Wayne Newton, Tony Bennett, Engelbert Humperdinck, Red Fox, Anne Margaret, Johnny Cash, Louis Armstrong, and most recently Barry Manilow, and even more recently,
Frankie Moreno.
yeah, us. It's pretty cool. So Elvis did on this stage. There's different things going around. That's like some people say 800 and something shows. It's not correct. According to what the actual hotel has documented, 636. 636 sold out shows between 1969 and 1976.
That's incredible.
That's pretty crazy.
That's incredible.
Think about that.
Yeah.
And here's another thing. He did 2 shows a night many of those times. His last performance here was on December 12th, 1976. That was just 8 months before he passed away. Streisand opened this theater. The theater opened, the hotel, Westgate opened. Here's something you probably don't know. The Westgate opened as the International Hotel July 2nd, 1969. So that's just the month before he came in here. At that time, it was the largest hotel in the world.
Really?
And it was the tallest hotel in all of Nevada.
Do we know the largest hotel in the world?
Tallest building.
No.
I don't know what it is now.
This hotel has to be
Yeah.
somewhere here, right?
I think there was like a fact on the signage here too, like the Westgate.
Keeps the same sign that
It
they
keeps
had.
the same sign that they had, but it was at the point the tallest
Yeah.
marquee or something.
Yeah,
like
it was
that.
crazy. I mean, now everything's digital now, but
I mean, we should go back in time and let them know that they should have LED. It totally makes a difference.
I know, right? I know. Well, here's one more fact. So Liberace
point,
came in here and he did the longest run of anybody. And he did more shows than anybody in this room.
Liberace.
He used to come out, ride his white Rolls Royce onto the stage.
There's a museum here in town. I've never been to it. The Liberace Museum. Have you been to that?
Where's that at?
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's like
In a hotel?
in between the Strip and Fremont Street, I think, downtown here.
Yeah, of course.
We should go after this.
So do any of you know why they called this? It was called the International Hotel.
I
Do you
actually
know why?
have no idea.
I just found out. I just found out today.
No clue.
Well, why don't you tell us?
Because every floor was a different country's theme. Italy, France, Spain. Like they have all the different like, decor and stuff like that.
Oh my
different.
God.
Wow, I did not know that.
So you're telling me this hotel was the original themed Vegas hotel?
Yeah, I guess it would be.
Wait, but now don't they have suites where it's like
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know a lot about that. But
You know, I feel a lot of pressure even coming in to do this show and talking about Elvis. Because it's, you know, there's a community out there that...
There's a big community, and we're
that
part
they
of it.
love Elvis.
We're
And
part of it.
Absolutely. So I guess I want to say hello to all the Elvis fans.
hello,
And,
Elvis fans.
I mean, we
TCB,
are watching.
baby.
We love the fact that the spirit of Elvis is continuing
Love
on.
it.
And we honestly feel it here in this room.
It was something that I find extremely cool. And now that we've been playing shows all over Vegas for several years, an interesting fact about Elvis playing this room. So he came out here in 1956 and played the New Frontier. Kind of bombed, right? It wasn't.
Elvis bombed?
He was at the height of his getting started in his career, but like this is a different crowd. Vegas is a different crowd.
Maybe he didn't have the right show for Vegas.
It was
that
too
point.
young his audience was a
Fair.
young audience, and that wasn't one. But what's amazing to me is this stage is, aside from those few shows at that place, this is the only place he's ever played. Now think about that. Us in Vegas, how many different rooms we played.
Right.
You do residencies. We go from the Stratosphere, the Planet Hollywood, the Golden Nugget, you're moving around, right?
Yeah.
Smith Center. Elvis only when Elvis performed, he stood on that stage, on the International Theater stage, which is just right up this elevator.
Yes.
Hey guys. What's going on, man? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Which floor?
You're funny.
So when we're saying that we're sitting in Elvis's dressing room, it's not one of Elvis's dressing rooms.
This is Elvis's
The-
dressing room.
Yeah.
The dressing room.
I don't want to get in too much about what this dressing room has in it because I know we're going to do a tour in a bit.
We'll
But
do a
there's
little
some
bit of
odd-
tour.
There's some odd
There's definitely some
factors
odd
going
stuff,
on
yeah.
here.
We'll do a little bit of tour because they do run tours here, and of course we can't show you everything.
Now
All
we're-
right, so here we are, Elvis's dressing room. Come on in. Oh, hey, man. Got the couches. So if you've done the tour, you've seen this before. Tonight, this will be our dressing room. This is the original bar that was here, which is pretty crazy. Across the hall is the other dressing rooms for the band. So James Burton's room, Jerry Sheff, Ronnie Tutt, Sweet Inspirations, the Imperials. This is this right here is where he would get ready. It's the bathroom. It's pretty cool. Got the original towels here. This is the actual chair that Elvis would sit in to get ready and do his hair.
We don't need no guitar man, son. So I slept in the hobo jungles.
In about 25, 30 minutes, they'll be bringing in our wardrobe. And all my outfits would go. I usually bring about 10 outfits before a show because I don't know what I want to wear, and I pick it last second. This is one of Elvis's outfits, some of his boots. Our stuff goes right here, which is pretty crazy.
We're lucky because we get to perform here, we do our show here.
Yeah.
But do you think for an Elvis fan listening at home, like actually sitting here, like what would they like to do and see in this room?
I think they want more of this.
Not no fool Billy Idol lip, son.
Yeah,
Elvis,
and
huh?
before we get too much into the episode too, I think we should also establish that we're going to miss some stuff and maybe we get some facts wrong.
Tomorrow is the anniversary of his death, 49 years. And so we're actually throwing a little extra Elvis into the show tonight.
Even on the car ride over, we're talking about the fact that no other artist really has a week, right?
Yeah, who has a week? That's crazy. Like if you talk about Michael Jackson or the Beatles, they don't have, oh, hey, happy Frank Sinatra week. They don't have that.
Beatles. You know, it's funny that every time you mention the Beatles and Elvis, it's always, are you an Elvis fan
Yeah.
or are you a Beatles fan?
You know what's weird about
they
us?
loved each
I
other,
think
huh?
we're both.
Absolutely.
And what Tony was saying
60-40,
earlier.
60-40.
Yeah, what Tony was saying earlier, we're not here to give like lessons on Elvis. We certainly don't know all the information. We don't know all the information about the Westgate, stuff like that. We're very fortunate that we get to play here. The Westgate took a chance on us, put us in here. Every show we've done so far also sold out. So
Amazing.
Amazing.
We pulled up today, the marquee, the
Sold
sold out
out.
banner. Changes everything. Like,
I'm
how
pumped.
excited.
So what we want to do is just talk a little bit about this.
I got a great way to get into this.
All right.
What is your first memory of Elvis?
I can tell you exactly. Want me to do it first?
You do it first, baby.
Dad put on a Jailhouse Rock movie. Might have been 8 years old, and
Where he's in the prison?
no, he's at the pool and he's dum 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 dum.
Oh, right, yeah.
You don't like crazy music, you know? And I'm like, oh my gosh, who's this guy?
So you saw him in the movie and
I saw him in
remember
the
that.
movie. Of course, yeah, I never saw him in person or live. I was too young, but like the visual of that was nuts. That was a cool visual to see of a human being. He looks like an alien. Like he just doesn't look like anybody else. I mean, now we're used to that. Everyone like, you know, you get a pair of cyber and stuff like that. But like the whole thing was so weird. It was a weird look. It was a stunning creature, right? And
Excuse me?
He has a crush on Elvis.
Stunning.
no, I'm just saying,
Right.
it's just this really unique looking individual with
Sounds
music
like a
that
sci-fi novel.
the music sounded like it was coming from outer space. Like it's easy to look back at that stuff now and compare it to what we hear. It does not sound crazy at all.
Well, since I know you're into aliens, right?
I don't know what you mean by that.
Yeah, what does that even mean?
Remember a couple episodes ago he was talking about how he loves aliens?
Tony loves the aliens.
Yes, what do you mean you don't know what I mean?
What is your first memory of Elvis, Giovanni?
So, I know I have a picture of me as maybe a 2 or 3 year old in an Elvis jumpsuit. Where is it at?
I don't know.
Frankie, I think you've got one of those too.
And
I
yeah,
got a picture.
show
Yeah, but
his-
it's not up there. It's right down here. Look at that.
Wait, do you have one? I'm sure you do.
No, they did not dress me up as Elvis because they knew that I did not need a jumpsuit.
So my Papa Frank and my Grandma Nancy on my mom's side both had a like Elvis.
Absolutely, totally
I think that's my
dedicated.
first memory of Elvis was when my grandma Nancy would babysit me at her house.
Yeah.
And it was just like a, what do you call it? Just obsession, plates, silverware, everything was just Elvis.
Dad still, he has a whole room dedicated. So like we've had our gold records now, and Dad puts our gold records, but like on the corner where Elvis's gold records are.
No, the room is Elvis' room.
You know, I got to use that for my answer too, because my first memory of Elvis, it was just inundated from the beginning, and that's right, because you know we had always had a music room in the house, but music room is code word for
The
Elvis room because it just ended up being a shrine.
Right.
Shrine.
And meaning that, like, you know, Dad would hang all the vinyl records, the record jackets, and he had tons of memorabilia. So it was
it was hard not to grow up and just instantly become an Elvis fan because you're like, oh, he's part of the family.
yeah.
Pretty much, I was being fed mac and cheese on a plate with Elvis's face on it.
Also, like in the kitchen on Dufour Street, in the kitchen, we had this Aloha from Hawaii poster that was just thumbtacked up like a college dorm, like in the kitchen.
Elvis is king of so many things, but king of merchandising himself, right?
Or the Colonel. I mean, it's debatable what you want to say about that, but like I don't know if Elvis sat there and goes like, I think I want stuffed teddy bears. The Colonel
He definitely was not.
Well,
I don't know. But
I've actually thought
who
about,
knows? Who knows?
I've actually thought about quitting the band and just selling Elvis merchandise to myself because
There's a market.
Distributor.
There's certainly a
Do
market.
you guys
for
have
that.
a favorite piece of Elvis merchandise that he did or didn't?
I have a
condone?
TCB necklace. I have an actual TCB necklace.
Well, that's not merchandise. That's
Oh,
museum.
merchandise.
Something that Elvis Enterprises has made that makes you. Oh, you know, is it a teddy bear? Is it?
I don't have anything.
I don't have
yet.
anything.
I got one. So growing up, despite the Elvis room in the house, we had an Elvis phone, and this was back when we had landlines.
I
You remember this?
Of
You remember
course.
this? We had landlines, so you had to plug your phone into the wall,
It did a song.
and it was a little. The phone was a little stage, and then
he would
on
dance when the phone
It was a little like mignonette guy, Elvis.
Yeah, he would dance
and he
when-
would dance, and every time the phone would ring, it would trigger, and it would go, "You ain't nothing but a hound."
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. I had this drawer filled with stuff that we would buy at these Elvis merchandise things, and there was these little tiny squares that looked like his old album covers. Elvis is Back, Madison Square Garden, the whole thing, right? And you pull out the vinyl record, but the vinyl record was pink bubble gum with the grooves in and everything. And I have all those things. I had every one of those things.
You still have them?
No, I don't think I have those anymore.
Dad has some cool stuff. He's got like decanters of Elvis liquor.
Liquor. That liquor
What?
was never good.
Have you guys
You
thought
screw
about
the head off.
I
You
think
twist
he-
the
I
head
Oh,
off.
that's weird.
I drank that liquor when I was like 15 years old. So.
You know, Mom actually got a scarf from Elvis. Mom got a scarf from Elvis Presley on this stage, from this stage. A baby blue,
Wait,
like
so-
a powder blue scarf.
Yeah.
So when Papa Frank sings tonight, he usually tells a story after. Is it going to be the same story that?
Yeah,
he
I told him not
uh,
to tell the story. I said we've all heard the story 3 times now. When people come into the room, I think they instantly feel the energy as well. When someone gets married in a place, or if someone dies in a place, you could feel the different energies in the room. And in this place, you feel.
It's
You
very
walk
clear,
in and you
yeah.
feel. There's the word that a lot of people have been using when they've come into our shows recently that I've heard is like the electricity of the room.
I think that's a great word. Yeah.
There's like
Absolutely.
there's an electricity in the room, and you feel it kind of buzzes you up a little bit. Have you noticed the crowds here are a little bit more on fire? They're like on their feet
I was
more
going
of
to
the
say,
time.
yeah, like the crowd is just immediately up, just because it's
Normally
like,
we have to work a little bit to get you guys up on your feet, but like
it's hard to get
here-
them to sit down.
Also, it's a long walk to the center of the stage. When I go out on that intro and I have to walk to the center of the stage, it's a long walk, and there's an intimidation factor to it too, because
Elvis did that.
Elvis did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I mean, of course, because Barry and Margaret and Rachel's brothers and Wayne and everybody, but
Hey, we're talking about Elvis.
Yeah, this is.
Elvis, man. Elvis walked that same path.
Not only are we having a great time for all these reasons, but I will say that doing the show here, I think if you haven't come to see one of these Westgate shows,
Right.
you have to come. It is a crazy
Right.
energy.
What are you doing?
We love it. We love playing here.
And it, like he said, it's the West Side, but it used to be the International.
I think Elvis actually wiped his sweat with that.
I don't know. But that reminds me. I just need to talk to Giovanni real quick. I don't want to change gears too fast.
Okay,
here.
we don't have whiskey.
No,
so
I
what
know
am
we don't have
supposed to
whiskey,
do about
but
this?
I'd like to call a quick family meeting. We were in the car yesterday driving home from a sound check thing.
Yeah.
And we said, oh, let's do this Elvis podcast in the Elvis dressing room. And we were saying like, oh, we should talk about the movies. What's our favorite movies and stuff like that. Giovanni didn't know any of the movies. Like, do you know any of the movies? Can you name any of the movies?
Um,
Have you not watched an Elvis Presley movie ever?
Kissing Cousins, Love Me
That's
Tender.
the one that you
Blue
picked for-
Hawaii.
Blue Hawaii. Do you have a favorite Elvis movie?
I love the Elvis movies where he's in Hawaii.
Oh yeah,
I love
'cause you
those
love Hawaii,
because
too.
I love that. I mean, maybe Tickle Me.
Uh-oh, a light just went off. What happened?
His light died.
I like that.
It died?
Well, guys.
Right when you said Tickle Me, you know what Tickle Me's about? Ghost Town, and your light just went out.
Okay.
Talk about Elvis, feeling Elvis in the room.
No, this is not happening.
I still think my lighting looks okay. Guys, my lighting changed. I hate to do this to you mid-episode, but
What do you
No,
think
but
about
this
the
is
movies
not-
in general?
No, this is not fair because I feel like I was, like, you grew up on the Elvis movies. You grew up on the Elvis movies.
So did you.
No, I didn't. Did you show me Elvis movies when I was a kid? No.
You were so infatuated with the Wiggles.
Yeah, I was a Wiggles
Give me
kind
that
of guy.
wine. Give me that wine. You were infatuated with the Wiggles. We had to take you to all the Wiggles concerts.
Wiggles and iCarly was my favorite.
I'm curious, like I'd be curious to play an Elvis movie for someone who did not grow up with Elvis.
Oh, and you mean try to introduce
just-
them to the
but
artist of Elvis? With
What
a
do you
movie?
think about this movie? And you look at a lot of movies from that time period, and there's a certain element that
Casablanca.
maybe is a little cheesy, a little dated, right?
When you look back at it, I know everyone's got their different opinions of this stuff, but like, without those movies, would he have such a legacy? I think he needed those movies because back then they didn't have podcasts, they didn't have social media. So how do you get to know this guy and
There was
hear
no-
him just talk and hear him like goof around and make jokes?
There
How
was
would
no
you hear it?
AI Elvis in space.
Yeah, now we have AI Elvis.
There's so much AI Elvis, guys. Don't be fooled,
It's
alright?
it's pretty crazy.
Look, don't be cruel. What?
All right, we got some fan mail. Now here's the thing with the mail today. We had in the last podcast we did, we were bombarded with questions. Like we said,
was
leave
hard,
some questions.
yeah.
So many questions. It's very hard to pick the question. So if we don't pick your question, it's not for any reason. It's just we're bombarded.
And again, comment below, and we'll try to answer all
Yeah.
your questions.
But the podcast we were doing was on Vegas, and so a lot of questions came in about Elvis. So we found some really good ones that are about Elvis that we're going to use. This first
Great.
one is all the way because we just played in the UK. We played in England. We got one from Karen from Blackpool, England. Karen asks, Elvis, or she says, Elvis was surrounded by musicians, friends, and family. Yet his life could still be very isolating. Does performing together as a family help keep us grounded in a way that a solo headliner might not experience?
Whoa, son.
Paul McCartney's talked about that. Like the four of them had each other because they were the next wave of rock star, right? And they had each other where Elvis was kind of alone. Like even though he was surrounded by his buddies, they weren't rock stars. He was the rock star. He was this isolated, radiating light. And everyone around him was just hanging on, having fun. Where the Beatles were four different lights, right? And then after that came all these bands and all that. But Elvis was such an entity, so alone in that. Not maybe, you can't say what he felt if he was lonely. Who knows? We don't know what he felt. He talks about being lonely, but we don't know what he actually, can't know what he felt. But you can imagine that would be a very lonely experience. But we get to do it. I look over, there's brother on the bass, son on the drums. Like, is that more comforting, do you think?
I think there are benefits and also maybe a few negatives to it. Like the benefit is we have that comfort that we all get to play together. We are comfortable with ourselves. And I think that comfort allows us, in a show sense, to be able to be comfortable with an audience
Right.
and a show.
There's also the element that the rock star has already been made because of Elvis.
I heard a great definition of the country of America. It was like some Urban Dictionary website thing that I stumbled across a long time ago. And it was some guy that wrote a definition of America, the United States of America. This is the place where Elvis was born. Because in the history of the world, who knows what's going to happen, but at the end of the day, I don't think anyone's going to forget.
No, and I mean Elvis came at this weird time. I mean, God, there's so much to it. There's so much to talk about here. I don't even know how to unpack.
I know
Elvis.
No,
we're-
I think
Listen,
this
guys.
question is an easy answer. I think there is pros and cons, like you said. Pros are, if like now that we've been doing the trio stuff, it's always just us three, no matter what, blah blah blah. and maybe we might fight because we're family, but it's never like fighting.
But we have each other.
Like where a band might break up over a fight, where like we
won't break up over a fight.
Yeah, because
we came into the hotel today, and we had to carry some bags in, and we had a bellhop. The bellhop was talking to us
Music.
about his band, and
Just broke up.
Oh, that's funny.
they
Yeah.
just broke up. They released 3 singles and they just broke up.
yeah.
Like, why'd you guys break up? Like, oh well, we didn't have the same musical aspirations and something like that. And it's like, well, God, what a shame to be in that situation to where you're pouring your heart into something and it's
All right.
gone.
Yeah.
There is
That
a
would never
thing
happen
too.
with this.
No, there is a thing too. Like even in relationships, you can get married and stuff like that, and like if that ends, or a girlfriend, if that ends, you move
Right.
on. But like, you'll always be my kid. You'll always be my brother. Like no matter what.
Yeah,
So
even if we never play again
No matter
together,
what?
it's
no matter what. But I also think this.
matter what.
I think this. Yes, we have that, but I think because the blueprint was already laid because of this guy, it's easy to navigate the industry a little easier. Don't you think?
Elvis was groundbreaking, and I don't understand how he was able to do
I can't
it
imagine.
and the pressure he was under.
Not,
But it brings me back to his music, and
Wait,
I asked this. We ignored
I
it
think
earlier.
we're getting way off this question, guys.
No, the question's over. We answered.
Oh, okay.
New question, and I tried to ask it before,
okay.
but we got to do this, guys. People want to know your favorite Elvis song and why.
Memories.
You know what?
I like memories.
I love Memories.
I like memories because Uncle Joe used to make home videos of the family, black and white 8mm stuff. And there was no sound on it, so he would put music over it so we could watch old family videos of grandparents and their grandparents. And he'd always use the song Memories. So it makes me think of the family. That's kind of why it's weird. Like, it's weird to think, like, we're talking about having posters of Elvis in the house. There's Grandma and Grandpa. There's Uncle Ralph.
Uncle Elvis.
And there's just Uncle Elvis, right?
So,
Yeah.
you want to know my favorite song?
Please.
I have 2 different answers here. One is stupid. Well,
What's
no,
the
they're not stupid. It's not stupid. But I remember when you guys were playing the Stratosphere, Papa Frank would always drive me to the shows.
Yeah.
And one day I heard Rubberneckin', because he always has Elvis radio on.
Yeah.
Bow,
Stop!
Look it. No, but, so I heard that song. I was like, whoa, that's like, because I wasn't listening to Elvis when I was
You know what rubbernecking means?
Turkey?
Turkey?
Cock? Wait, what?
What's rubbernecking? What's he talking about?
Stop, look, and listen, baby. This is my philosophy.
Stop, look, and listen.
Is he
It's
talking
called
about
rubbernecking. What's he mean?
like your rubber in my neckin'? Or your neck in my rubber?
Do you know what it means?
Or your neck in their
Of course.
rubber?
It's when people are driving in their
course.
car or something like that, and you go like this, and you go like, to see what's going on.
You slow
in
down
someone
for
else's
an
business.
accident.
You're
Yeah.
rubbernecking to look back at what's going on with someone.
Rubbernecking means turning your head?
Yeah.
Okay, but my other answer is, so we've been doing these Elvis King for the Day symphonies. My mom came to one, and she started crying during If I Can Dream because she said that was Grandma Nancy's favorite song.
Actually, no.
No,
Wonder of You.
No, If I Can Dream. I'm sorry.
Wonder
It's
of
Wonder
You
of You.
Wonder
we
of
have
You
to
was
stop this?
Madeline.
No, Wonder of You was also
No.
Grandma Nancy. We played it at her funeral.
Giovanni's got Elvis on both sides of the family, just
Oh, yeah,
barraging
big
him.
time.
Yeah, it's
between
obsessive,
between
man.
dad
Elvis.
and his grandma on the other side, they are the most
Maybe
highest.
the biggest Elvis fans we
It's
know.
definitely the Wonder of
Right.
You. It's definitely the Wonder of You, and we're gonna
No,
get a.
we're gonna fact check that.
When we pause this, we're gonna before we walk around and show and start the show, we're gonna
We're
call
gonna insert a
mom.
phone call with my mom.
I'd call right now, but we're using our
Yeah.
phone.
So you'll see that.
What's your favorite song, Tom?
I'm going to have to agree with Giovanni, and there's 2. There's one.
One.
Okay, well, first of all, there's a rotating song that's always like, oh, well,
Let's say you get one.
Yeah, I could pick one.
One.
I'm going to pick It Hurts Me.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's not just a good one. You know what I love about it?
Great song.
I love. Okay, here's the thing. Another thing I love about Elvis, right, is that he wasn't a songwriter, but he was able to play the character in so many songs so well. Okay. And wait, when I
Same
say,
with Sinatra. They had a very distinct ability to hear someone else's song and they could relate to the song.
it was amazing, and I feel like the song "It Hurts Me." If you guys don't know it, I'm sure most of you who are listening to this do. But it's Elvis being vulnerable, saying, I want that love. I wish I can have it, and I see how you're not being treated that way, and let me do that, which
Right.
is totally like the opposite of his rock and roll icon image
Right.
of like, oh, I could do anything I want. I'm the biggest star in the world,
Right.
right? And,
It's vulnerable.
And I love that he sold that song so well, and he's vulnerable. And he also has songs like, like Tiger Man, where it's the opposite of that.
Right.
But I will say, overall, favorite song has to be Suspicious Minds.
That's an obvious, I think, number
everyone
one
likes
for
Suspicious Minds. Okay, now wait a minute. Now here's one more thing, because there's two other questions that people wrote in here. When we were talking about earlier that how he had to navigate this, actually this goes back to Karen's question. He had to navigate this alone.
Yeah.
No one had done it before.
Right.
I mean, Sinatra was first kind of the guy, like there's stories of Sinatra busting up hotel rooms and stuff like that, the rock star stuff, right? But Elvis was the first
Sinatra used to throw the spaghetti on the wall to see if it sticks, right?
to see if it was ready to eat.
Don't touch my spaghetti.
All his hotel rooms had spaghetti
A little
stains.
spaghetti on the wall. Elvis had peanut butter. But but anyway, so he had to navigate the system himself. So he's the first one in this rock industry as a pop icon, learning this icon. But also think about the struggles of this. He was not a songwriter. So think about it, when we want to say something musically, what do?
Write a song?
We write that, right? We
right.
Oh, you know what? I want to write a song that says, let's talk about this and let's talk about that, and it sounds like this. We sit down, we get a piece of paper, we get a pencil, and we write that.
Let's write about a captain on a ghost ship, Frankie.
Right, like an Abigail.
Abigail. Do you guys see that video?
That's a good video if you haven't seen that yet.
But anyway,
he didn't have that luxury. So he had to find. So if he's in this mood where he wants it hurts me.
Yeah.
You see how the lights are flickering?
Guys, I think we
My
might
light
see
went
that on the
off,
camera?
These lights are
we
flickering.
might need to change this episode.
We might need to do a seance,
something else
in a minute.
Guys, I did bring some candles just in case.
We'll do a seance in a minute.
turn all the lights.
But that was another thing. He had to wait till a song came in that matched the moment he was feeling, because the only way to sell a song, we all know in the industry, you have to believe in the song.
You gotta
And that
live it.
even
You gotta
goes
live
for
it.
a silly song like a hound dog. If you look at the lyric of a hound dog, that's not a serious song, but it still has to be attacked with the meaning of what the song's talking about, right?
Yeah.
All right, I got another question. This one's from Michael in Honolulu.
Oh, Michael from Honolulu.
Mike
Hey,
asks,
Hawaii. Let's go.
Hey.
We're gonna be in Hawaii at the Blue Note in a couple months.
oh yeah.
October.
Michael, are you coming to the show? You got your tickets?
Michael, if you don't come to the show.
All right, here's a good question. Elvis helped define Las Vegas headliner. What parts of that tradition should be preserved, and what parts need to be reinvented for a modern audience?
Michael, your question, do you understand this is a casual podcast? What are you trying to do?
No,
here?
what he's saying is like what Elvis brought, is that still relevant today? Is that something that, like, as a current headliner, we can do what he's doing? For instance, here's a good example. When you watch all those videos of Elvis on this stage, it's just a cyc behind him. A cyc is like a backdrop that they can shine lights on to create colors, right? Now we got video walls and videos on the side.
Right.
He didn't have that. So, like, what did he have back then that would still be relevant today?
I think all Elvis fans will agree that it's what you said earlier, the charisma.
It's the charisma.
Do you need LEDs and giant
You don't need any of that if you have charisma.
lighting rigs if you have charisma?
You don't need any of that.
And not to mention the crowd that he brought in, they're not expecting these
They want to see
giant
Elvis.
shows
They just
that
want to see Elvis.
happen today.
See, I have a
Yeah.
good example. Bruno Mars. When we saw his show, it was Silk Sonic, but
Yeah.
the backdrop was pretty much black the entire time.
It puts the focus. I mean, that's one thing we never like to use videos in our show, like videos playing, because I look at the crowd and they're just like, people are watching the videos.
It makes me think of something though, which also makes me think of a memory I have of Elvis. So there was this giant phenomenon in the 90s where the band, the TCB band, would tour with a screen
Right.
that played the image of Elvis, the videos of
We
Elvis.
went and saw it in Memphis.
We did go and see it. And it was, what other artists can sell out an arena
That's
with nothing
crazy.
but their video
You can't even
screen?
imagine that concept anymore. 50 years, it's 49 years since the guy's died, and he's still filling arenas.
You know, we actually
the hell
we
can do
went
that?
to the initial show that happened. It was at the Bell South. Fact check me here. Bell South Arena, 1997, August, right after we moved to Tennessee. The same year. we drove to Memphis, Mom and Dad, me and you, and we saw the TCB band at that same theater.
And do you remember when we were driving? Lightning struck and broke a tree down in the road.
Yeah.
Lightning cracked a tree down.
So I just felt a weird chill.
TCB.
I
did too.
Are you serious?
I really actually did.
I'm not
I
even
really just
joking.
got cold.
No, there was just a weird breeze that.
Have
just
any of
blew
you
by.
been in this room? If you're watching this, have any of you done the tour and gotten to come and be backstage here, like in this dressing room? Because it's wild.
It's pretty.
You know what's crazy is shortly, Lacey will be coming in here, and Wheezy's going to be in
with
the
her
little. There's a
broken little leg.
situation going on in the bathroom that we probably shouldn't tell everybody about. But Wheezy will be in there sleeping. All our friends will be in here drinking whiskey at the bar.
Do you guys have a favorite Elvis album? Because I know
Elvis is back. Elvis is back. You?
Yeah, like the song, it changes all the time, but I'll tell you what I'm listening to mostly right now. And it's Elvis from Memphis.
Oh, great record.
Any Day Now.
Any Day Now.
In the Ghetto.
Amazing songs. In the Ghetto is a great song.
It's a great song.
Hey,
True Love travels
True love
on a gravel road.
on a gravel road. Isn't that written by? That's written by somebody we know.
At the beginning, it wasn't so much albums; it was singles, right?
Yeah, but he also he was working so much. He was making 3-4 movies a year. Think about that.
Guys, we're not even touching on Sun Records.
Greatest piece of recorded music, in my opinion, and I'm a piano player. This is coming from a piano player. Is Mystery Train.
Yeah.
That changed.
Amazing.
That changed the music industry. I think for so many artists.
when we play Mystery Train in the symphony shows, people would just go absolutely.
It's not the song. It's just at that time. It was 1956. Out comes Mystery Train on Sun Records, right out of Memphis. Only locally popular.
Yeah.
And now everything he ever touched turned to gold.
Even his Blue Moon.
Oh, it did. It did turn to gold again. I forgot to remember.
I love that song.
To forget.
Hey, you guys did a version of that.
Richard from Toronto, Canada. Richard asks, 50 years from now, someone else is going to be sitting in this room getting ready for a show. Beyond all the awards we've had, the ticket sales, the headlines, what would we want that performer to know about what the Moreno family contributed to this stage in this casino?
See, easy answer to that. Hopefully, in 50 years, what? You're going to be...
I'll be gone.
You're going to be about 86.
Yeah, I'll be about 62 years old.
So hopefully you're just still playing here.
Okay, let's say forget for 50 years. When we're gone, is there something we would want our legacy, that our part of the story, from being on this stage?
That's a
What would it
very...
be?
Authenticity.
Authenticity.
Let's come
Yeah,
in
okay,
and
that's
don't try to
good.
be something you're not.
Yeah.
And be yourself and rock it out. And
Yeah,
that's all.
I agree with that.
That was good.
If you have questions or anything you want to send in for us to talk about in any of these podcasts, forward them on to fanclub@frankiemoreno.com.
Let me pretend I'm the fan mail right now, because I have so many questions I'd love to learn from my perspective of what you think of Elvis. Like, we play a lot of Elvis songs. We've covered them. We've released them on iTunes. We tour the country with the symphonies and play Elvis music sometimes. But we play so many.
Primarily the only music we play other than our own.
So the question is, what's your favorite Elvis song to play?
Okay.
Poke Salad Annie, next.
You see, now here's the problem with Polk Salad Annie. Like, it gets into the situation where you're almost, when you play a Polk Salad Annie, if you don't do it like Elvis, if you don't do...
Oh, I was thinking about it in a musical way.
No, I know, but like as a performer, it's
can't,
hard to do that without kind of doing an imitation thing, and we don't want to do that.
Yeah, you don't want to be doing the...
And if you don't do that, the song is not great, right?
but
So, like, that's
he always
hard.
nails the bass solo.
I love playing the new version we did. We recorded our own version. We're going to do it tonight of Can't Help Falling in Love with the orchestra.
Amazing song.
That's great.
When we play that with an orchestra out on
It's
the road,
magic. That's magic.
Matt Pod, our buddy in New York, who's done a lot of our musical.
Genius. Matt Pod, you're a
Matt
genius.
Pod, you better
Pod.
be watching this, son.
He's done a lot of our symphonic arrangements. So if you ever hear
Matt Pod, friend of the show.
yeah, I mean, he's done Subtle Spring, a lot of the stuff you've heard, anything that has an orchestra on it. Welcome to the Symphony, Matt Pod arranged all that stuff on that album.
Oh, yeah. My favorite of his is the Frank Sinatra one he did.
That's Life.
Oh my God.
We do that. We're doing that
gonna
tonight.
play that tonight.
We're doing that
and
Oh, is that
Song
his
three.
arrangement
Song
for that?
three.
That's
That's
his
his
arrangement?
arrangement. That's his arrangement.
See, okay, you made that real hard for the drums to learn, son.
Well, here's the other
I
thing.
learned them, but that was a tricky one.
Here's the other thing. We arrange all our own music. There's no arrangers, except
when we play with the
when we play the symphony and we use Matt Pod. Here's the thing. Okay, when we
That's
play
your favorite
Can't
song to
Help Falling
play
in
or
Love,
sing?
No, just to play. I love playing that. I played in a G with the capo up 7 frets, so I'm playing in the key of D with the G.
Yeah.
The descending lines and we do it in
You guys
4/4.
get that at home, guys? He's capoed up to the G on the D.
Seventh fret capo. No, so the song is in the key of D, and I'm playing it in the key of G, so I can do more finger picking stuff. The song is originally a 3/4. It's a waltz. Why?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Only fools rush in. Should we all sing it together? But I can't help falling in love with you. But when we play that on this stage, can you not feel
Oh, it's just
something?
It's a chill. It's a
That's
breeze.
nuts. That's what he
son.
closed all his shows with.
How about this? Clean Up Your Own Backyard on the new Tree album. If you guys haven't heard that,
Clean up your own backyard on the
You
tree.
gotta-
I do
that's-
like that. I do like that. You know what though? We played Polk Salad Annie, and Tony got to play the bass solo in front of Jerry Sheff.
oh yeah,
And Jerry Sheff was sitting there going like this, going like,
Stank Face.
Jerry Sheff.
gave you stank face.
Jerry Sheff, friend of the show. I will say this, Jerry, if you're watching, what's up, Jerry? Love you, man. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We got to have Jerry at the show not too long ago.
Not too long
That was
ago.
awesome, yeah.
And okay, so
He sat there and watched you play Polk Salad Annie.
I have a great Jerry Sheff story.
Okay.
So we moved to Vegas. We talked about this in our Vegas episode. You guys might have seen that or not. But we're pulling to Vegas. We're moving here, and I've got my headphones and I've got my Walkman, my CD player. What am I listening to? Elvis live in Las Vegas. Who's on bass? Jerry Sheff. So what am I really listening to? I'm not. I love
Yeah, of
Elvis.
course.
I'm listening to
You're
Jerry.
listening to the bass.
And he is awesome. I mean, you guys know that he's killing that, and he's laying that down.
So non-musicians don't really understand a lot. I think they gravitate that they understand that it's energetic and cool.
Yeah.
But a non-musician isn't really listening to the nuance of that. Elvis had his players. I would call them overplayers. They were
Yeah.
overplayers.
Yeah.
Ronnie Tutt was like just all over the place in a normal band.
Animal from up there.
He's Animal from the Muppets was designed after him. In the normal world, an artist would not select musicians who step all over the songs.
Elvis wanted that, right?
Yeah,
Elvis
Elvis-
wanted it, and that created such an energy.
You want to hear something crazy about Jerry Sheff, though? So right after we moved to Vegas, I'm listening to this. I actually wrote him an email, and this was like back when you had to dial up AOL and stuff like that. And I
got
sent him
mail.
an email. I sent him, I moved to Vegas. I'm just learning to play bass. I love listening to you in those live Las Vegas recordings, especially in the tracks "Love Me Tender." What you're doing on that, amazing.
That's crazy.
And I also like "You Don't Have to Say You Love Me." What you do on that, amazing. And so I sent out this email. I'm like, this Jerry Sheff is never gonna write me back. This guy's a part of history.
He wrote you?
He responded to my
That's crazy.
letter.
Do you still have that?
I have it. We're gonna. You know what? I think I have an image.
Try to find it.
Let's go.
Do you
to
have
the
an image?
And check this out. They actually did the TCB Band performance here in Las Vegas at the Stardust when that was still around.
Right.
And I got to meet him for the first time, and he signed my email.
That's really cool.
That's amazing.
I
will say this. People say that it's wise to never meet your heroes. But Jerry is okay.
So I just did a thing where Giovanni was playing a show with a friend of ours, and one of the Sweet Inspirations was
Oh yeah.
I love them. They define the whole sound of Vegas.
Yeah, I did a little bit of Gave Me a Mountain,
Yeah.
and she sang along with me, and it was crazy. We
Magical,
become
dude.
friends with a lot of the Elvis world, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, we have.
And a lot of them are gone now. That's a different era. Dick Grobe was head of Elvis' security. He was
Yeah.
one of our best friends. We had drinks with him every Thursday.
I
Remember?
would love talking to Dick. And
11 a.m. we'd be doing whiskey with Dick. That was nuts.
And you'd have lunch with Lauren Parker every Wednesday.
I had Loanne Parker. Oh
like
my
your best
gosh,
friend.
Loanne Parker was truly my best friend on the planet.
Yeah, I remember
She
going
passed
out.
away during COVID, but we had lunch together every single Wednesday for a decade.
Roma Deli.
Roma Deli. We went
If
to
anyone from
Roma
Roma Deli is watching this,
We had meatballs and broccoli, and I'd always bring Stanzi. They have a picture of me and Loanne and Stanzi in the middle of the wall at Roma Deli.
Loanne was the sweetest person. in the
Loanne
world.
might have been the closest. So now here's the thing. I don't want to get
Angel.
into the Colonel
Angel.
Tom Parker stuff because I know the Elvis world is split on this. I never met Colonel Tom Parker. I never met Elvis Presley. I never met any of that, right?
Yeah.
I think knowing as an artist who's had some of my own success on some kind of a level, it takes a team of people to get you there. An artist cannot do it on his own.
It takes your brother.
It takes a brother, it
your
takes son, it takes a booking agent, it takes a band, it takes so many elements, entertainment director. So like a Colonel made this guy this thing, and of course we have to have a bad guy in every story.
We could touch on the movie a little bit because obviously the Elvis movie came out a couple years ago.
Now movies have to dramatize things,
Russell.
it's very hard to chime in on any of that because we weren't there and we don't know.
I'll tell you this: when I watched that movie, my Loanne had passed after.
I think she would have been
Before the movie
upset
came out.
at how they portrayed the Colonel.
I don't know. I mean, all I'm thinking is if she was here to watch this movie, what would she think of Tom Hanks?
So Tom Hanks,
Playing her husband.
one day we were sitting at Roma Deli, and she always used to bring me olive oil from different countries. Like she signed me up on an olive oil club. She brought in this one, and she's talking to me, and she goes, "Guess who I just talked to today? Tom Hanks called me on the phone." And she had this big thing. They go, "They're making a movie about Elvis Presley."
Yeah.
And Tom Hanks is playing Colonel Tom. This is before it was even publicly known.
Yeah.
And she goes, "He was so polite. He was so nice. He wanted to understand how the person was."
What do you think she told him?
Well, I mean, now here's the other thing is you're going to get different sides of stories.
Yeah.
But in the end of the day, Elvis Presley wanted to be the biggest star in the world. He hired a guy to do
make
that for him.
Yeah.
And who would you say is the biggest star in the world?
Elvis.
Elvis. So
Forever.
in the end of the day, mission accomplished.
Oh, wait. Shout out Sam Thompson.
Sam Thompson's a good friend of ours.
He was on the tour with us in Denmark
Sam
last
Thompson
year.
came out with us. We got to meet a lot of the Elvis crew. And one thing I will say, why I think Elvis has remained, he is one of those guys that appreciated where he was,
Yeah.
and so did his entire crew. Now, maybe there's a handful that didn't. I don't know. We even know Priscilla and everything like that. And I know that's also debatable on two sides of all that, too.
I have a story. I have a good story about Priscilla.
Oh, yeah. Tell me your story about Priscilla.
My dad was very upset because we went backstage to meet Priscilla the last time she played here.
Yeah, so we had known Priscilla. Priscilla knows Lacey very well from Dancing with the
Yeah.
Stars, and so I got to meet her a couple times, and we're like, oh, I want Giovanni to meet Priscilla. We brought her back.
Yeah, we took a picture with her, and she said I was very handsome, and my dad was not happy that.
She goes, hello, handsome.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch.
He's still pissed off about it. Look at him.
It makes me think of Dick, right? It was so cool because we were just hanging all the time, right? But like when we did get to talking about Elvis, he got so serious about it, and you could tell that
He loved him.
Loved him, and I take
That's
pride in our time together because I remember I would totally push it.
Yeah,
and
you
ask
asked-
him.
he
the
didn't always want to
craziest
talk about it.
questions. No, but I would ask him the craziest questions, and he would love it because he's like, "Oh, no one's ever asked me that about that."
They always want to know the
before."
same story.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the lightning round. This is the rapid fire round. So we're going to go through these questions, all right? Because we got a show to do tonight. Young Elvis or Vegas Elvis? Or leather Elvis or surfer Elvis or cowboy Elvis?
Equal. And I would like to add in Jordanaire Elvis. Mm-hmm. Love Jordanaire Elvis. Oh my gosh. Like you think about songs like, oh my gosh. all
Love
of them.
Me or all of that stuff at the
I
beginning.
beg of you,
We got to play with the Jordanaires.
make me know it. Make me.
You
guys,
say that you know me. That's a good
Frankie,
one.
can you sing a little bit?
Swear it to be true. Whatever you care to come over here and make me know it too. Come on now. Make me know it. Uh-huh.
I love it.
All right. Elvis ballads or Elvis rockers?
Rockers.
Ballads.
I'm going to go with ballads.
Ballads in the later days, but rockers in the early
Oh
days.
my God. He had that weird thing where he could sing Hound Dog or Jailhouse Rock with that gravelly, like, smoker's voice. But then he could do, like, Pocket Full of Rainbows. For a lonely night. He'd do that really soft, pretty thing. Who could do that of those singers at the time?
I love You'll Never Walk Alone, Elvis's version.
I hate that song. That's what I
Why do you
lost
hate
to on
that
Star
song?
Search. I lost to some kids singing that
But
song.
it doesn't make it a bad song. It's just bad memory. But it's cool because you know who Elvis's favorite singer was?
Roy Hamilton's.
Roy Hamilton.
Hey, is he coming on?
Roy
he's
Hamilton
coming,
Jr. is
right?
coming to the show.
He'll be
Yeah.
here. We'll see him tonight.
I think he's gonna be here
right?
tonight.
All right, cool.
And that's also a great rendition of
He also
that song.
loved Roy Orbison too. He loved Roy Orbison too. One thing every modern performer could learn from Elvis.
Move.
That's good.
Don't stand still.
All right. What was Elvis's greatest artistic moment?
68 comeback
68
special.
comeback special. What, Tony?
I love his gospel stuff.
That's what I was gonna say. I would say gospel.
Yeah.
I love the '68. I love Leather Elvis. He looks
you read
badass.
so many stories, and it feels like he cared about that.
He did like 2 or 3 albums and then a gospel record. What artist would do that now?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's true.
He also and then a Christmas album like that. That was crazy.
Why don't you
Bring
swing
down
down
some cherries
cherries
up
up
and let me ride.
swing.
If Elvis was starting out today, would social media help or destroy the mystery of what he was?
They would say, "Why are you trying to dance like James Brown?" and
reading his own.
all the stuff that
You know how we go home and we read what people say, like, "Oh, we didn't care for that. I don't like your haircut. I don't like the beard.
It'd
I
be
don't like
the
the
exact
outfit. You
same thing.
gained weight. You lost weight." If he had to read all that stuff, would that help his career be bigger or destroy it?
no, they're gonna think that he's just copying all these other guys.
That's one thing, like what we get to do with these podcasts, stuff like that. Like Elvis couldn't just sit there, turn on a camera, and talk to the world.
Yeah.
And I also think there was a mystery, and Michael Jackson, glorified that idea too. Like keep the mystery. I don't think we're that era now.
Can we just say something real quick since we're in the dressing room?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many scenes in
And
Epic
right here, sitting-
where he's either
sitting
in
right
this
there on the
room
couch.
or just there's this door right here, and he's just sitting right outside
Next
that
door is the when they do the whole scene where Sammy Davis and all those guys
Yeah.
are coming up to talk to him. It's right in that room where we'll be after
Amazing.
our show.
And now,
That's
yeah, the
amazing,
party
man.
room or like the green room, I guess.
Now we
is
have
now,
our parties in there. Does playing the International Theater inspire us or add pressure?
Both.
We've been playing like the craziest stages in the world. Like we've played
We
Carnegie
played the
Hall,
best. We played the best stages
We've
on the
played
planet.
Kensington Palace.
But that opening night thing, we always crave that. We crave that opening night moment. That's why every time we're doing this show, we put out the red carpet. We want every night to be opening night. We're not like,
See,
it's the next show. It's always opening night energy, right?
No, I love that. Yeah, because this is the third time playing here, and it still feels like
Yeah.
it's the first time in a sense.
If you could witness one private moment in this dressing room with Elvis during his years here, what would you ask him?
Go ahead, Giovanni.
I would ask him why is the shower so big.
Why is the shower so big?
Because
That
I
fits
just
like 8 people.
I just took a bathroom break, and the shower.
But you try singing there? We should go in there and sing a song in the shower.
We'll go.
Treat me like a fool. Treat me mean and cruel.
I would say my answer is, what's up?
What's up?
Just
Elvis?
how you doing, Elvis?
How you feeling?
What's
Yeah.
up, man? You feeling good, baby?
You guys agree with
Mama?
me? And if you have a question, what you think you would ask Elvis, comment below.
Yeah, comment
because
below.
we want to know what you want to think.
And we'll try to answer that if we can see that. Not tonight because we do the show, but we will. What separates honoring Elvis from imitating Elvis?
Oh,
Okay,
that's
so
a good.
Not rapid fire, but
I got this.
That's a very good question.
We touched on something earlier tonight, and we said that Elvis can become a caricature, right?
right.
And I think that's because of his stylistic choices. Like, there's no more person, there's not another person in the history of music that could be caricaturized more than Elvis Presley.
Right.
And that's probably because the jumpsuits and all
It's such a visually
the style, yeah.
unique thing, yeah.
Do I think that's something that lends to his legacy or not? I think anything that remembers Elvis is good. And, maybe people that make him look something other than he thought he was?
Yeah, that worries me a little bit when a young generation, you're talking about like earlier you said something, if a young person who doesn't know Elvis and you go, hey, I'm going to introduce you to this guy you've never seen him before, and you put on Harem Scarum, are they going to go, yes, this is the guy?
Right.
I love that movie.
No, but I'm just saying as opposed to watching the 60th Comeback Special, right? Or hearing Mystery Train or watching Jailhouse Rock.
I think it's crazy that nowadays people just see sideburns and are like, Elvis.
You can't do what he already did what he did. There's no competition. We're not trying to do that. We're doing our own thing, but like there is an inspiration when you walk on that stage, and I do think it kicks you in the ass a little bit harder to go like, you can't phone this one in. How do we get out of here? Here we go. You come from here, and so when I walk out, I'll go the same route. We'll stand back here, we'll congregate back here. Crowd can't see us yet. We'll give our little fist bumps. The crowd look okay? Full house. And then we'll walk out. And this is the walk, and it takes a long time, as you can see this. And we're hoping that the people like it. We're hoping that the people stand up. We get here. Showtime.
Yeah.
And we're back because Giovanni's phone ran out of storage again.
You know,
even though
okay,
we told
so
him that's
family
another
meeting-
family meeting.
Family meeting.
No,
this has happened twice.
2 times. I
We're
told you
in Italy,
the
we're
story.
I
backstage.
had 100 megabytes of storage, gigabytes.
All right.
And we've been filming for
I
an
know what it
hour
is.
and 20 minutes.
I know what it is.
So it.
All right.
Guys, we need to up our game with our tech.
We do. Did Elvis make Vegas bigger, or did Vegas make Elvis bigger? Rapid fire. Just give me an answer.
Elvis made Vegas bigger. More people came
I'm
to
gonna
Vegas.
go. I'm gonna go with that too.
More people came to Vegas to see Elvis, and then they would gamble and whatever after. But
I wasn't around. I don't know.
Yeah. By the way, I will say, everyone that works in this property, this has been a total pleasure to play here because it's. I feel like we're given the keys to the castle, and no one is telling us what to do, how long to do it for. That's a crazy thing in Las Vegas. In Vegas, they're always telling you, stop at this amount of time because we got to get people gambling and stuff like that. Here, they're like, let's have a show, man. Do it. And it's really refreshing. Don't you think?
Absolutely. Love it. Love everything about what we get to do here.
hey, it's only the third time playing here,
Right.
and there's gonna be many more. But it feels like
We're consecutively sold out so far in our run, which is pretty
home.
cool.
This is
Cool.
home.
This is home. I'd like to make a toast. Here's to the ones who came before us. Here's to the ones who walked onto that stage, took a chance, and left it different than they found it. Sitting here in a room with so much history was made, we're reminded that music can outlive a moment, a stage, and even the person who made it. None of us can own the stage forever. We're only trusted for it for a little while. So we honor the legends without being afraid to write our own story, and may we give every single audience something they'll carry with them long after the final song. Here's to the king, to the music, to the Westgate, to our family, and to leaving a little history of our own behind. Cheers.